Hello, my name is Ian Lamont. I am the publisher of In 30 Minutes Guides, including Microsoft Word in 30 Minutes by author Angela Rose. Today I'm going to be talking about adding captions to an image in Microsoft Word. And here's the situation. I have this medical manuscript. There's a picture here. I have a long description of what's going on, but I just want to add a brief caption, like right below the image, that explains what it's all about. Just say something like ultrasound of the neck. So there's two ways to do it. And the two ways are actually that will give you slightly different results, but it's an important difference, and I'm going to explain that, how it works. So the first way to add a caption is to use the References tab, or the References ribbon in Word 2019. And by the way, this is the same for Windows or Mac OS. They work the same way. Click on the References tab, and then click on Insert Caption. And by the way, the image needs to be selected first, so just select that just by clicking on it once. Then click Insert Caption on the References tab. And this little dialog will pop up. It'll show Figure 1, and I'm going to type neck ultrasound. Okay. You can format things a little bit differently by pressing this number, and then you can press OK. So it just added Figure 1 neck ultrasound. Now, one thing I want to note about this, Figure 1, this is kind of the way that a lot of professional articles and journals, they'll reference something. They'll say Figure 1, Figure 2, Figure 3. And the great thing about using this, if that's the style that you want, is if I were to take this image and move it somewhere else, maybe below another figure, it would automatically update to Figure 2 or Figure 3 or whatever as you moved it around. But the one thing I don't like sometimes is when the caption has Figure 1 in it, because I come from a different background where like in some books and in magazines and newspapers, they never use Figure 1. They'll just say neck ultrasound. And if you click on the Insert Caption button again, there's something that says exclude label from caption, but it only excludes figure. It doesn't exclude the number. The number will still be there. So I just check that off, press OK, and you can see it still says, oops, looks like there's a little error there. It's still kind of messed up, as you can see, neck ultrasound. And I could manually delete that, but let's say that instead of doing it that way by having these figures, and by the way, another great thing about using this insert caption is that once you have a bunch of figures, you can insert a table of figures, and then it will list them. So a lot of people, when they're creating a book or something or a journal article, they want to have a list of all the figures in their article. And this will automatically take all of these things. Like let's say that I have 10 images with a caption on them. It will just create a list of them. Figure 1, neck ultrasound. Figure 2, leg ultrasound. Figure 3, CAT scan, whatever. Okay, but there's another way to create captions that is not tied to the references, and that's just by using a text box. So let's do it. Let's do that. Okay, so I just got rid of that caption. What I'm going to do is actually, I don't even need to highlight the picture. I'm just going to go to the Home tab, and then there's something, actually wrong one. Go to the Insert tab, and then use text box. Insert text box. Draw a text box. Draw a text box. And I'm just going to draw, I'm using the mouse, drawing a text box right below that picture. And I'm going to say neck ultrasound. Okay. So that looks pretty good. And then the one issue here, though, is that there's this text is the original text is kind of behind it. If you don't want that to be there, you could do it. You could move things around a little bit. One way is just to put the cursor at the beginning of the paragraph. Just press return a couple times, and then the caption will be clearly separated from the rest of the text. For more information on how to get the most out of Microsoft Word, check out our book, Microsoft Word in 30 Minutes. My name is Ian Lamont. I'm the publisher. Thank you so much for watching.